Bene, 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 bene. Siamo arrivati al 65%. Mm, mm, mm. Andiamo avanti. Io mi sono dimenticato dove eravamo rimasti, che nel frattempo ho finito 2 serie che trovate qui in fondo, tra l'altro.
Something makes me feel uncomfortable.
Anche a me. Tu, Poirot, che non puoi correre. Le 2 serie ve le metto, boh, qui sopra o in fondo, tra i consigliati. Gli obiettivi. Telefono a Hastings. Telefoniamo a Hastings. Cosa si dirà? Un altro omicidio?
I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
Ah, era qua il passepartout, sì. Ok. Boh, l'abbiamo...
Perfect. Nothing else is keeping me here.
Sì, potremmo rimetterla ecco, così va bene. Boh, chiamiamo Hastings.
Hello, Hastings? I have finished in Sherstone. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burned document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings. Could you please order the solution as soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
You will see, my friend. À ce soir.
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
Ok, discutiamo con Donald Fraser. Osserviamolo come sempre, come dei maniaci.
This man is tired.
Beh. Non rasato. Occhiaie, ovvio. Abiti sgualciti.
Donald
So
is
dici
short
te?
of sleep. And it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Hai vinto trofeo Baffi ungheresi. Parliamo.
Mr. Poirot, I don't know why I'm here.
Ti sarei sbronzato, non lo so. Infastidisciti per la sua indecisione, rassicura sul fatto che sarà ascoltato. Accusa... no.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Oh, non muove la bocca. Incoraggio a continuare.
Have a drink, and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very
L'ha detto anche
interesting.
prima.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Infatti mi pareva una cazzata. Donald ha iniziato a provare sentimenti per Megan e si sente colma d'abbandonare Betty. Ho
Mr.
letto
Fraser,
bene?
I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
Ti
This
piace
dream
come
certainly
cosa?
betrays your guilt.
Oh,
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancée? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
I like trains.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
Un altro omicidio? No.
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question.
11 settembre. Brutta data. Ricordate... no, ricordale che non ha visto nessuno il giorno dell'omicidio. Accusala di aver mentito.
Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size. Glasses. Dark suit and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident. But he wasn't.
Beh, dai. Precisa che mentite sulla sua partenza da Sarston. Quindi se è partita di sua spontanea volontà, fa notare che la sua partenza è sospetta, no? Chiediamo...
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin cannot go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston.
Chiedi se tornerà a Sarston. Di che gli oggetti rappresentavano
It
un
was too
rischio.
risky for you to keep these objects, am I correct?
Risky? What was the risk?
Dica la maledizione del drago incombe su di lei. Certo.
You know
Sono
very
questi.
well what Lady Clark might have said if you had kept these objects.
Indeed. These objects were gifts. But Lady Clark would have been convinced that I'd stolen them. By returning them, I put an end to such evil gossip.
Bien. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
Non hanno tradotto, ma disse nient'altro. Alla fine di
I met
tutto.
Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Ok. Ora voleva farsi sposare e si sarebbe sicuramente riuscita.
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir
Lui non
Carmichael for
c'era,
her own
quindi
gain,
un
and that
po'
now
averlo
she's
visto.
doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Prima di ogni omicidio la vittima e il suo entourage si sono trovati in...
It's perfectly clear, Hastings, perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill and Churston on
Questo
the
è stato
day
più
of each
difficile.
murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest, Jap.
Congratulazioni. Ah, è quello di prima, il martello di Thor, va bene. Telefoniamo a Zap. Perché se non fosse Zap, sarebbe Chin.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
Non so se l'avete che è
I
giapponese,
see. Have a
cinese.
suspect?
Yes, contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
La caccia è aperta. E siamo arrivati alla D. Ma però se ci fanno vedere l'assassino è brutto.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Sì.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Ci sarà rotto le palle di stare ai tuoi ordini.
Are you collecting the post, Poirot?
Va bene. Qui c'è un altro.
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. You have a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long.
E oggi
ABC.
me lo
I should
ricordo
compare
perché
this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same
sì,
person.
le vedo già da qui. La I è sempre quella. Cioè, adesso non ci vuole Einstein, però, eh.
The facts to confirm my theory.
E la sì, però se le...
Yes, the A appears to be quite...
Sì, l'abbiamo già visto.
That's right. The A...
E fin qui
My
ci siamo.
theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
E fin qui ci siamo.
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow.
Tagliacarte d'oro.
Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC
Sai
strikes
per caso
tomorrow in
mi
Doncaster.
scappa
You
l'urina?
must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
Allora, poi da qua dobbiamo fare... Decifra i documenti bruciati. Perché non lo potevo fare prima, quindi
All of
lo...
this needs putting in order a little.
Ok.
3 hours later.
No, 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 ti prego,
Now,
no.
down to work.
No, che coglione.
All of this needs
No,
putting in order a
no,
little.
no, no, che coglione. Perché sono uscito? Perché? Volevo mettere no di non uscire. Che coglione. Ah, ma voi soffrirete con me, eh? No, non è vero. Vi taglio di nuovo. A dopo.
1 hour later. This page is finished.
Ok, finito di
All the
nuovo per la
pages are
seconda volta.
reconstructed.
Per la seconda, fottutissima volta. È quello che avevo fatto prima.
The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Oh, vabbè.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alisasha, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
Questi laudano.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Campside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Leggi i documenti ricostruiti. Vai.
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine.
Mamma mia, che tristezza.
Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking.
Ok.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust. War wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia.
Minchia. Io quello messo peggio di tutti.
Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Questo era facile. I documenti provengono dallo schedario dei clienti del dottor Clark. Quello di prima era molto più
The burned
difficile.
documents are medical records, and without a doubt they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very good questions.
Ok. Ah. Io non voglio rispondere, se vuoi te, Hastings. Ah, ma che cazzo vuoi te? Andiamo noi, che siamo i veri detective, quelli bravi.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Ok, se finisce così, regà, se finisce che effettivamente lo becchiamo per il culo, io rage quitto. Ve lo dico, non giocherò mai più a un gioco di Poirot, perché effettivamente oltre a fare le azioni non abbiamo fatto nient'altro. Ma vediamo, magari mi sbaglio io. Rispondi a Wang Qing. Proviamo con
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
The...
How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
È andato all'hotel Black Swan a Doncaster.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's
Sì.
there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Incoraggio Zap. Incoraggio,
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key.
Nuovo
So, has
obiettivo.
Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
Riconforta. Ammetti di conoscere la cartella clinica di Dunbar. Ma riconfortiamolo.
Come now, Chief Inspector. He's at the hospital and the doctors are taking good care of him.
You think
Nel
so?
35.
Of course. Do not feel down, Chief Inspector. Let us focus on our investigation.
While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt. Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our number one suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you were so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go
Quello
to
è
your
35.
appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
Bene, raga. Io chiudo qui.
To Marbury Guest
Appena
House,
finito.
please.
Io chiudo qui. Vi rimando al prossimo video di Poirot e a tutte le altre serie sul canale che ne stanno uscendo di nuove. Una è uscita martedì, mi pare. Sì, no. No, mercoledì. E una nuova. E niente. Io vi ringrazio, vi rimando al prossimo video. E statemi bene, come sempre. Ciao raga.